Whoops, a daisy. There we go. I fixed it.
Hey.
I fixed it. Hello, everybody. Good evening. This is D&D. It's on the wrong day, and it's also a different campaign entirely.
Hey.
So, okay. Quite like the previous streams of this, I won't be acknowledging chat after the initial opening of the show, just so the scenes flow better. Well, thank you very much for the host, guys. Much appreciated. Yeah, this is going to be a new campaign. I'm in charge now. Oh God, yeah, God help you on that one.
I'm Team Doom.
And in addition to Doom, Elf, and Zach, we have Pema with us today, who is a new player to D&D, and hopefully, I won't completely sour her first experience of D&D through being incompetent. So, but yeah, we're happy to have you here today. I don't know if you're still pushing to talk or trying to say anything right now.
Yeah. No, I wasn't talking.
You were just waiting for me to finish talking. That's understandable.
Yes.
Okay, so yeah, so this is Hoard the Dragon Queen. So this is actually a preset module. I don't quite have the creative chops of Doom to do my own campaign from scratch just yet. However, I'm going to try and build off this module and just see how things go. So, with that being said, I should probably introduce the story. So, this story is based around the Sword Coast, and it's going to mainly revolve around the cult of the dragon, who have been active in Faerun for centuries. It's focused on making undead dragons to fulfill a prophecy that most of the time, but that seems to be changing recently due to I'll have to see if I pronounce this correctly, a Kalashite named Servin Sojarin, I believe, who believes that real draconic knowledge and power belongs to living dragons and not undead ones. Servin's ambition has amused Tiamat, so she revealed the existence of 5 dragon masks to him, one for each chromatic dragon colour. Individually, these ancient masks allow wearers to communicate with dragons, but more importantly, a person who is erudite in draconic lore becomes a wearer speaker while wearing the mask, which allows the wearer to think like a dragon and gain favour among them, and also subtly influence their behaviour. When all 5 are brought together, they magically merge into a single mask of the Dragon Queen. With the assembled mask, the cult can release Tiamat from her prison in the Nine Hells. After Servin, who is being subtly guided by Tiamat, discovered the secret, he bent all of the cult's resources to finding the long-lost dragon masks in their secret hiding places. When he recovered the red mask, Servin became the first of the worm speakers, but others soon followed. The cult of the dragon has kept its goal secret to bring Tiamat into the world thus far. Many know of the cult's increased activity along the Sword Coast, especially in the north, but the reasons behind the resurgence is unknown. Besides the cultists, Servin has forged an alliance with a splinter faction of the Red Wizards of Fae. This small and secretive group, led by outcast named Raf Modar, who plots to unseat the Lich Saz Tam from their position over the Red Wizards. Raf believes that in exchange for his help in releasing Tiamat, she will grant him the power he needs to overthrow Saz Tam. So that's basically the overview for what's going on in the world. So, you guys are going to be in a slightly different place started off. So, you're currently traveling with a couple of guys, a merchant by the name of Nub McGrub. I'm not sure if it's his actual name, but apparently that's what everyone insists calling him.
I hope it is.
And his bodyguard, Sebastian Crenshaw. You're currently escorting these two from the town of Burdusk, although you've kind of stopped at the halfway point at an inn just to recuperate from the evening. You're still about a day's travel from your destination, which is known as Greenest. Basically, you guys have all taken the job for one reason or another in order to get here, but before we do anything else, could everyone roll a d20 for me, please?
Flat D20?
Yep, flat d20. Okay. Right, have you rolled, Zach? Okay, cool. Right, so basically, we're going to open with Nub and Sebastian sitting in a carriage just outside of the inn. So the adventure will start by Nub saying, "Ah, those blasted idiots! What are they doing? It's past noon! Why are they not up yet?" "Ah, Nub, calm yourself," says Sebastian to his side. "Ah, they're just kids. Well, most of them anyway. They'll get up in due course. Don't get your knickers in a twist. We're well on schedule to get to Greenest." Nub, kind of getting a slight vein popping in his head, retorts that, but we've got to get these to Lord Nighthill. We're not going to be paid on time if we dally. Oh, Nub, just please stop talking. We had quite a bit to drink last night, and frankly, the sound of your voice tests my patience at the best of times. Well, it looks like one of them is coming outside now. So, as he says that, the door creaks and out walks. Let me just get your names, just because I can't quite remember off the top of my head, because I think elves came through a little bit later. Boop, let's just move over. So Delamoon and Gwen exit the inn together. So as you guys make your way out, could you please describe your characters for everyone?
Would you like me to go first, Pema?
Go ahead.
Whichever. You both rolled the
Okay.
same, so that's why I'm getting you to come together.
Okay. How in depth do you want this description?
Just basically so we can get an idea of what you look like, just to kind of give us just a general picture.
Oh, okay. My name is Dalliman Bramble. I'm a little tiny forest gnome. I've got wild brown hair streaked with white. My eyes are pure white, like a swirling mass. I've got, you may notice, little white, scaly looking parts on my body. Don't pay that no mind. That's fine. Don't worry about it. I think description wise, I've not got anything. I never described my clothing because I don't care.
As I say,
Don't
just
lie.
just like your general appearance, you don't have to go too in depth.
Yeah. There you are. There's me, little Dellerman.
Yeah.
Well, I'm the opposite in stature, being a fairly tall, about 6 foot tall young woman, with brown hair, some red in it, green eyes, and a very regal posture.
Okay, so you two exit the inn. Do you say anything to each other as you approach us two, or approach Nub and Sebastian?
I'm keeping a little bit to myself. I've got my nose in a book.
I do not feel the need to speak either.
Fair enough. So you two just approach quietly, and
Name's a cop.
as you approach, Sebastian just goes, "Ah, good morning, you two. I see you're talkative as ever. How's the morning treating you? Are you well?" I kind of slap my... Sebastian slaps his hand on Delaman's shoulder as he does that. Do you react in any way? Or do you just kind of accept the greeting?
I'll look very uncomfortable.
Oh,
Do you mind?
sorry.
Where's your hand, sir?
Oh, sorry. I forgot you don't. You don't like touching. I mean, you seemed a lot more friendly last night, though. I mean, maybe it was the alcohol, just a little bit. Or maybe it was just me. I do tend to drink a little bit too much, don't I? Nub doesn't really acknowledge that. He just kind of gives me a quizzical stare. So, and I just turned to Gwen. I just said, "And how about you? How is the morning treating you? Have a nice day we're having."
Fine morning.
Yes. Clay looking uncomfortable because he's kind of run out of decent small talk topics. He just kind of turns around and just sits down for a moment and says, "Well, I'm sure that your compatriots will be with us quite soon. Well, I suppose we're still a day's ride from Greenest. Well, to be honest, I don't really see much being eventful on the way. It's been rather picturesque so far, actually. We should probably be there in a day, so we just need to wait for the other two to just get their act together, really. And as that happens, I would say that Zark and Arthur emerge from the inn. So, as you guys emerge, could you just describe what you two look like?
Let's go first.
Uh,
Me Zorg. Me tall. Me 6'10". Me also talk no good.
Okay. And how about you, Arthur?
I walk out. I am a squat 5 foot tall. My skin has a reddish hue. I am a hobgoblin. Get the word out right. So my nose is a bit more flattened against my face than it normally would be for a human. Slightly toned, but not overly muscular. I have emerald green eyes. I carry myself with a straight posture, and well, I always keep my head forward.
Okay, very good. Do you two have anything to say to each other as you approach, or to either Nob or Sebastian as you arrive?
Who tiny man? I point at whatever else character's called.
Delliman.
Delamain. Okay then.
Ah,
He's so tiny.
Oh, you speaking to me?
Can I just like pick him up?
Unhand me! I'll
It's tiny.
whap him with my little hairdresser's
Sebastian
staff.
just interjects. Whoa, whoa, whoa! Zark, my friend. I sort of like you were quite a lively one last night, but please, we want to get everyone here in one piece, if possible. He also turns to Arthur and just says, "Arthur, my friend, did you sleep well?"
It's gonna be one of those days.
Ah, and what sort of day is that?
Have you ever rolled out of bed to wake up?
More times than I care to admit, my friend.
Yeah, it's gonna be one of those days.
Well, I can see that we're all a little bit groggy this morning, so why don't we get this show on the road? So, with that, Sebastian kind of just walks alongside the carriage. So I'd say that the carriage could probably fit. You could probably have two of you sitting in there, the other two kind of just walking alongside. So it depends on so like who would prefer to kind of just stand outside with Sebastian to guard the carriages that goes, and who are basically just kind of like looking out behind.
I'm absolutely going to ride on that carriage.
Okay, you're
I
right.
will walk.
I will walk.
Okay, so you guys are walking, and I suppose that leaves Zark inside. So okay, we
Oh,
just so we just start walking down the road. So it's probably not going to be a terribly eventful day, but just along the way, I would probably say, could one of you make a perception roll?
Well,
And any one of you, it really doesn't matter.
I'll abstain. I'm reading. In character, not.
I'm trying to find how to.
What are you trying to find, sorry?
There you go. Great first roll. Great first roll.
I haven't seen it come
Oh,
through
is
on
it
my
not come
side
through
yet.
I'm going to assume it's a nat round, nat 1 or a 20.
It's come up as a 13 on my end.
That was me.
Oh, right. So are you rolling, Zach?
I did.
Because you
It's
rolled.
just come up for me
rolled
twice.
Two rolls.
Yeah,
came
you
through.
did roll twice though.
I only rolled once.
It's come up twice. One with 12, one with 21. Okay. I'll give you the benefit of the doubt because it isn't that important. As you're traveling along the road, I would probably say that just occasionally, as you're traveling down, you can see some rustling in the trees. It seems quite frequent. You assume that, given the size of the rustling, whatever's moving about is not too large, not too small, but it would appear that something is following you. So do with that information what you will, but I think only
Oh.
Zark's noticed that.
I will throw a hand axe at it.
Okay. So if you're going to throw a hand axe at it, just make an attack roll. Okay.
17.
Okay, 17. Okay, 17 will hit. And
No one in anyone else, just throw on the hand axe.
I mean, you've just thrown a hand axe. That's 17.
Yeah, but I didn't warn anyone else as far as they're aware.
Yeah, so you just throw the hand axe at the, I think, of the disturbance. Okay, could you roll damage for me?
Nice.
Okay, 10 damage. Right, so you see the rustling in the bushes, you just throw a hand axe without warning, and as it sort of goes tumbling into the bush, you just and something seems to fall down. Do you investigate what made that noise?
What's
I-
drawn your ire, big one?
So I see something sneak in bush. I just point to where I throw my axe.
In the bush?
Zark hit. Zark good shot.
Probably a squirrel or something. Calm yourself.
Zark go get his axe back.
Hearing these two talk, I will walk towards the area where he threw it.
Okay, so you walk towards the area. I'm guessing you go to the spot where the hand axe landed.
Correct.
Okay, so as you
I am moving up to the horses.
okay, so you're kind of
It's a horse-drawn carriage.
Mhm.
You
It
know,
is.
specified, yeah.
It
So
is a
I'm moving
horse-drawn
up to the
carriage. Yeah, my
horses.
apologies. Yeah, I think Nub is the one who's actually driving the. Well, to be honest, he's the only one who can drive the carriage. Sebastian's alongside. So you're kind of moving up to the carriage. Zark and Arthur have gone to investigate what made the sound.
Yes.
Oh.
Moving up to calm the horses, basically.
Okay. He didn't really shriek that loud. I'm not quite sure if that will startle him, but yeah, you can do that just in case. Preemptively, yeah, that's fair enough. Okay, so you two, so Zark and Arthur, you get over to the bush, and as you get over there, you notice that the hand axe is embedded in a small reptilian-like creature with red skin and a tail, wearing nothing but a loincloth. I would probably say, Arthur, given your previous experience, you would recognize this creature to be a kobold. So
I immediately look up at the area around me to see if there's any sign of any others.
okay, so in that case, just give me another perception roll just to see if you can tell if there's any others in the area. Right, everything seems fine. You can't hear any more rustling. There doesn't seem to be any disturbances. Everything seems really peaceful. But this kobold in front of you is dead. Well and truly dead. You could probably... I'm not quite sure what you could surmise just based on your own experiences, but there doesn't seem to be any other creatures aside from this one around.
Okay. I look down at the axe and look to Zark. Good throw.
Zark good at what Zark kill? I said, like picking up my axe and then shaking the thing around. It's food.
I wouldn't eat them, to be honest, if I was you. I would like to quickly just look through. Well, was it carrying anything, or is it like there's anywhere that I could actually search on it?
As I say, this particular kobold is only wearing a loincloth. The only thing that it was holding was a dagger in one hand and a sling in the other. Aside from that, he doesn't appear to have anything of value, but you're welcome to take a closer look to see. I mean, I'm not quite sure where you would be keeping anything else, but you never know.
Question it.
Well, I would like to take the sling, but you know what? I'm going to try and investigate anyway.
Okay.
Ah, God, these rolls to start with.
Right. I would say with that you don't find anything on the body, unfortunately. But
Where did the sling go?
it kind of just clipped into the ground. Unfortunately, there's no getting it back. Nah, I'm just joking. You can take the sling or the dagger because I've mentioned explicitly that they're there if you want them.
Okay, she'll take both of them.
Sock say, don't worry. Sock say, Alpha.
Okay, so with that, what do you guys do now?
We'll
Thanks.
So you collective hand axe. I assume you go and rejoin the others.
I just pass on specifically to the driver what we have what was in the bushes.
So to Nub and to Sebastian, I guess. Right, hmm. Got to be honest, we don't really see many of those. This is Sebastian speaking. We don't really see many of those around these parts. No, but you're doing okay, friend. I know that you tend to get startled pretty easily, but not to worry. It was just a single kobold this time. Nub just kind of like looks over to him and just shrugs his shoulders. Well, as long as it isn't getting in the way of our deadline, I don't much care. You're all competent, aren't you?
Sock,
Yeah.
kill it.
Do I hear the word kobold?
No one's actually. Yes, Sebastian just said it.
Would I be in earshot of them? I'm still in the carriage. Reading a book.
I'd probably say that we're talking. I mean, the carriage isn't made out of especially thick material, and we are probably speaking fairly loudly because no one specified otherwise. So yeah, I'd say you could hear that.
Oh, is it like an open cart carriage, or has it got some sort of tarp over the top?
It has a tarp over the top.
Okay, I'll just stick my head out of the back. Did you say kobold?
Ah,
Where is the creature? Do you have it?
they said that. Sebastian says, I believe they said it was over there in the bushes. Why? What do you need it for?
Research.
I
Well,
just kind of tilt my head to him.
I'm interested in all things.
You want me to retrieve it for you?
If it would not be too much trouble, yes.
I'll walk over, grab it by the leg, and drag it over.
As you drag over this corpse into Nub's carriage, and Nub will chime up and say, hey, what are you doing? You can't just put dead bodies near meats and wines. No. You're not. Why are you trying to put this onto my cart?
I get a bit of rope, tie it to the back of the cart, and then tie it to the leg.
Sock think meet just dead body anyway.
So now it will be dragged behind as it moves.
Nub sort of starts to get even more. Starts to get more frustrating, but Sebastian steps in and just says, Nub is fine. We won't spoil the merchandise. I know that's all you're concerned about at the end of the day. I mean, I've got to be honest, I don't much understand why you need to bring a body with us, but hey ho, as long as he isn't blowing his lid about it, I don't really much mind.
I untie the rope and then put it in the carriage.
Okay.
Oh, you go, little guy.
I'll look down at it.
Do you put it in the carriage, did you say?
Yes.
Okay, with that, Nub's just going, you get out this instant! Sebastian! Go and retrieve that body and bring it out to the cart!
You just said it was fine.
Stroking the horse's ears, keeping them calm.
Yeah,
from
Nub,
their
Nub,
person-
Nub has absolutely no consideration for the horses. He is a diminutive, sort of little imp. Well, not a literal imp, but he doesn't know when to use his inside voice. Sebastian goes, no, does it really matter? They're in sealed containers. Look, if the merchandise is damaged in any way, feel free to dock it for my pay. It's all right. Look, we've been on these escapades before. A dead body isn't the weirdest thing we've had in there. Just drop here. We need to get to Greenest before. Well, I say before nightfall. Probably the next day now. Really, we've made good progress so far. So, come on. We're burning daylight, Nub. Let's just get going.
I speak to the little guy. Do you know prestidigitation?
Out of character. The spell? Yes, I have knowledge of such a thing, yes.
Excellent. He knows prestidigitation. He'll be fine.
Yes, I'll keep your stock fresh, do not worry.
Do me a favor, Arthur. Just roll persuasion on that.
Hmm.
Persuasion with 6. Nub still really isn't having it, despite the calming words of Sebastian. And to be fair, he might have let it drop, but yeah, I think to be honest, he just isn't being particularly rational about this. So Nub just says, "Look, Sebastian, I let a lot slide on your account, but not today. They are not bringing foul bodies into my cart. You throw it out now, or I dock their pay by 5 gold."
Oh, do not worry, I'll kick the kobold back off the cart. It's not a worthy specimen anyway. Useless creature. Do not worry.
So I was just like looking between the exchange, confused. He like just sees it as the meat as dead animals, and this finger's a dead animal as well.
Mm, I wouldn't consider eating this big one. Too many scales, not enough meat.
Like
Leave it for the carrion.
Yeah. Sort of Nub kind of looks a little bit smug and satisfied, and Sebastian just rolls his eyes sort of with how petty this whole exchange has been, and even with a perfectly reasonable solution, he still won't listen. The traits of good businessmen, eh? So, we just continue on down the road for a while. So, not really much occurs for the rest of the afternoon. So, is there anything you guys want to kind of like do with your downtime, or anything you'd like to say to each other, just sort of while we're traveling?
Whilst travelling, I'd like to gather a handful of rocks to use with the sling. I need to.
Okay. I would probably say that we could either stop at some point, or you could just be free to do that before we depart again.
Okay. Do you want me to roll for how many I find, or
Yeah, you can
give me
do.
a flat number? What do you want to roll?
I would probably say like roll a d10 or something. I'd say that'd probably be quite reasonable because you're in a forest, but I don't know how many small. I suppose to be small. So yeah, I'd probably say you get 6.
Okie dokie.
Right. Okay. You know what? I think at this point I won't put that on just yet. So you get 6 rocks. Anyone else? Would you like to discuss anything amongst yourselves, or anything that you would like to do in particular?
I'm gonna take a quick sketch of the kobold and then just go back to sitting, scribbling notes in my little book.
Okay. And Zach, would you like to do anything?
When Zark get to eat?
Are you asking this question out loud?
Yeah.
As you ask that question, I'm guessing you're still sat in the carriage at this point, so Sebastian will just shout back, "There's provisions in the back for you specifically. We got quite a lot because, well, you look like you've got quite a stocky frame, so just feel free to eat up. Don't touch the merchandise marked in purple, though. That is, yeah, Nub isn't going to like it very much if you eat that. But anything else is fair game, my friend."
I just put Delham and it's like, what stocky mean?
Oh, surely these crates here, these are our provisions. What, can I just have a quick look in a crate? Or box or whatever they're in?
Yeah, sure. So you look in the box, there's just several water skins there, so you've got stuff to drink. Breads, I mean, there are some meats in there. I mean, the meats were... Yeah, so the meats were purchased at the last town. Obviously, it will spoil after a few days, but considering that this trip to Greenest is only really going to take you a couple, they sort of just bought a little bit for your provisions. It was a part of your arrangements for traveling with them.
So I had to just take a big piece of meat and start chowing on it.
Okay. I was just going to look in and toss you one anyway.
Okay, and Gwen, are you doing anything at the moment?
Aside from losing respect for Nub, I'm looking around at the fauna.
You're looking
Flora and
around at the
fauna.
what, sorry?
At the flora and fauna. Like, what do I see? Probably more the flora. Especially looking at herbs and the like small plants.
Small plants, okay. I would probably say that it's a rather open field where you are at the moment. I mean, you were kind of in a more foresty area when you encountered the kobold. It's rather open, some trees. There's quite a few daisies littering the landscape to the right hand side, and then just grasslands to your left. It's a little bit minimalist out here. No one's really settled sort of along this stretch of road. I mean, this area between Burdusk, I think, yeah, Burdusk and Greenest hasn't really had that much in the way of development. But aside from that, it's very peaceful. There's a very gentle breeze out. It's not too warm, not too cold. I'd say it'd probably be a nice day for sitting by a tree and reading a book. Okay. So with that, is there anything else anyone wants to do?
Still chomping down on my piece of meat.
You're still chomping down on a piece of meat, fair enough. Okay, so you guys travel for the rest of the day without incident. However, you're not quite at Greenest just yet. You'll probably you'll only probably have like an hour to travel there for the next morning, but you do decide to make camp tonight just to make sure that you're not overexerting yourselves on your journey. So with that, I will bring you to the first of one of my masterfully crafted maps. There we go, it's beautiful probably.
Yeah.
So you that tent up there is supposed to be the car. I'm working with limited assets, so yeah, bear in mind that it's not the best in the world, but it's still something. I'll just give.
Cart's just a tent on wheels, really.
It like I said, it was literally the closest thing I could get. So yeah, just bear with it. I'll give you. I think you should all have control of your tokens already. I just gave you control of yours, Alf.
Yep.
Just use your cat's projects. Oh yeah, by the way, just as a thing for you, Pema, if you want to ping something on the map, if you've got the select move like the arrow icon selector, if you just hold down left click on an area of the map, you'll kind of just make a circle like this. So just quite useful for that. Oh, did you just give yourself a health bar, Arthur?
Yes.
Okay.
This guy.
Okay, you do you then. You're obviously showing that you've got more knowledge of Vol 20 than I do. Okay, so with that, I'm going to actually turn on a little bit of music I had ready. Just have to see if the levels are all right. Is that okay for everyone? It's not too loud?
No.
Fine.
Yeah, I kind of put it quite quiet. Okay, so you sort of pull up for the evening. Nub's just kind of sat off by himself because Nub doesn't really like people. I don't really think most people like Nub either, but yeah, he's just being a bit of a loner. So you're sat around the fire with Sebastian. So do you guys do anything whilst you're resting at camp?
Are there any trees around?
Yeah, there's what you can see on the map. There's quite.
So those are trees? Oh,
yeah. Yeah, they're all trees.
Can I climb one? I'd like to sit up in the branches.
If you would like to, yes.
I guess I'll pick that one. I'm standing around.
Okay, so you're climbing a tree. How about anybody else?
I'm going to sit and watch him do this, just seeing how long till he falls.
Okay. So,
Sitting back and eating.
you're sitting back and eating. Okay. So, I would probably say that Sebastian will kind of just watch this scene unfold, and you'll look over to this guy here, who I admittedly did forget to mention earlier on. I apologize, still new to this. So this fellow's name is Marlowe. So he was kind of just sitting in the carriage with the other two. He's not really said anything at all since he left. He seems to be very, very quiet. So Sebastian's just going to draw attention to this and say, Marlowe, lad, you haven't said anything at all since we departed. Are you okay? I know you're quiet. You tend to keep to yourself, but you've been quieter than normal. So Marlowe just puts his head up and just says, "Oh, yes, Sebastian, I'm fine. I've just been kind of stuck in my thoughts a little bit. The scenery around here is rather beautiful, isn't it?" Sebastian just chimes in, "Yes, indeed, Marlowe, it is. It's been quite a while since I've been to Greenest. They had quite a boom recently. They're doing really well. I'm just a bit concerned about the rumours I've been hearing up north recently."
This will make my ear prick. I'll look over towards him. Rumours?
Yes. Have you not heard the rumours? This dragon cult seems to be causing quite a stir. Admittedly, I kind of was reminded of them earlier today by that kobold we saw. It's odd to see them up this far north. They tend to keep to themselves, really, but no, in the north they've grown rather bold, raiding settlements, causing unrest.
To this, I grumble and spit outside my mouth.
I don't suppose I was in earshot of that.
Maybe a little bit too far away. Okay, so with that, Sebastian will just turn to Gwen, Zach, and Arthur and just ask, "So, I know that you're not with us just for sightseeing. I understand a couple of you have business in Greenest." Kind of just asking the question generally to the group.
I've been trying to, find out what I can about this cult. They were involved in something.
Oh? Where do you hail from, friend?
From the east, quite a way.
You're a young man, but I can recognize the look of a battle-weary warrior. I lived that life myself some time ago, but I had to walk away from it. I just want to enjoy life at my own pace. It's for living after all, and well, some of us get more of it than others. I turn to.
I just said that, by the way. I have a far off kind of look in my eyes.
Yeah, so you're not really paying that much attention.
More, it's making me think of other things, what he's saying.
Yeah. So with that, I kind of see that you're kind of in your thoughts, so I just turn to Gwen and ask, and how about you? You seem quite young to be travelling alone, but I can see that you've got purpose in your eyes. Do you have a reason to be going to Greenest yourself?
I've been a traveler for several years.
That's quite impressive.
But there is a teacher I seek in Greenest. An expert on the more exotics of plants.
I've got to be honest, I haven't been in Greenest for so long, but when we arrive, I could ask around for you, see if there's anybody who fits that description. I'm sure that, as I say, Greenest has had quite a boom recently. I'm sure there'll be someone there to help you, but I have some friends at Governor Nighthill's keep. Yeah, I'll see if they know of anybody who can help you.
I just nod, but do not reply.
Nod and do not reply. Okay. And then he turns to Zark and says, and you, Zark, you don't really seem like a man with a particular purpose, but I don't know, care to impress me?
Yeah, you mute it.
Okay then. Does that dream of big shiny dragon dragon tells Zark, go Greenest. So Zark go. I'm like still looking at Deliman up the tree. Why little man in tree?
That I cannot tell you. Zark, I suppose he just likes it there. And with that,
I'm from the forest, big one. I prefer the trees.
Zark live in forest also.
Oh.
Zark never climbed tree.
Huh.
Maybe you're just no good at it.
I'd imagine
Can I attempt to climb the tree?
the same tree.
Yeah, the same tree.
Okay, if you want to.
Do you want me to roll anything for it?
I would probably say you would roll acrobatics, I think, for something. Would this be athletics or acrobatics, do you think, Dean?
I'd say go with athletics.
Yeah,
athletics is tempting to climb.
Yeah, let's do an athletics, so I'll just switch this back to the roll window so we can see the result.
20.
Okay, so you successfully climb the tree. However, as you do so, do you actually get on the same part of the tree as Delaman, or are you kind of like a bit further over?
I'll be a bit further. Try and be on the same level, but a different branch.
Actually, out of curiosity, how much do you weigh?
I don't know.
It isn't
really
a
work that out. I'm a big guy though, so we can assume I weigh a bit.
Okay, so you go up in the tree, not occupying the same space as Delum. This is one of the smaller trees on the map. So as you do so, it does groan for an uncomfortably long time. As you actually move up the branch, do you react to this, Delum? Do you get out the tree, or do you let the guy climb?
I'll watch him with interest, but seeing that he got up to my level and hearing the tree groan, I'm like, oh,
yeah,
this is not good.
The tree does shake a little bit as he kind of like rests. Do you react to that in any way?
Yes, I will jump down.
Okay, so
Abandon ship.
Delmu jumps out the tree, and that is Zark's resting place now. So do you go and rejoin the others, or do you just kind of stay at the side of the tree?
I'll begrudgingly join the others. Ugh, stupid man thing.
Okay, as you sit down...
climb tree! I'll shout, waving.
So as you go back to to your seat, sitting next to Marlo, Marlo will actually perk up and just say, "Oh, hello. I don't believe I've introduced myself properly to any of you. I'm Marlo. I believe you're Delmoon."
Yes, Delaman Bramble.
Ah, well.
Pleasure.
I kind of like extend my hand to shake yours.
Which hand is he going with?
He shakes with the right hand, so...
I'll shake his hand.
Okay.
Am I right? I'll shake his hand.
Okay, so you kind of like shake his hand. He just kind of, as you shake his head, said, "Oh, you've got quite a firm grip there." What brings you out this way? Are you from around Beardusk, or did you come from further afield?
I'm from a forest to the north. I'm here just in search of money, really. I'm find myself a little short on funds.
Yeah.
Short. Chuckles to himself.
Oh, actually, I suppose he's speaking like that. I'm not sure if you would have heard that from there, but Marlo will just reply, "Well, I can't really say that my adventures are so exciting. I'm from Beardusk myself. I just recently started travelling with Mr. Nubb and Mr. Crenshaw. They seem nice. Well, I mean, Nubb can sometimes not be so nice, but it's good work, and I'm getting experience. But I have to work on my confidence a little bit. I'm still rather reserved around strangers."
Yes, as you should be. It's good to not trust unconditionally. I'm saying to him without even looking up. I'm in a book again.
Oh, I see. Sorry, I don't mean to disturb you. I'll leave you to your to your studies. I could probably do with purchasing a book myself when we get to Greenest. With that, Marlowe will just grow quiet again. So, what do you guys want to do now? If nothing else, we'll just go to evening, or to.
Still sat on tree branches, legs kicking around like he's a little child on a bench or something.
Okay. Anyone else?
Nothing aside from observing.
Nothing aside from observing. Okay. So in that case, as we get later on into the night, Sebastian will kind of just stretch his arms up and goes, well, this old body can't stay up quite as long as it used to. But I believe I'm going to take first watch tonight. There's probably no need to around here. I don't think we've seen a thing other than that kobold, but, you know, you can never be too careful. So with that, he is just going to kind of like stay sat there. So, are any of you guys going to offer to sort of like take a shift? He says, "I'll probably watch for 2 hours, but I can watch for longer if you need me to."
Wake me next. I roll my shoulders a little bit. I'm used to it.
I will volunteer.
Okay, so Sebastian's taking first watch. Are you taking second, Arthur?
Yes.
And Delamain will take third.
Mhm.
Okay, cool. Right, so with that, I'm just going to. So we're just going to roll perception to see if we see anything during the night. So, in fact, I just need to get. I'm just going to roll the perception as Marla because the stats are actually the same. Right. Okay. So, are you going to roll that now? Okay.
Just switch ready for it's my turn.
Right. In fact, Delman, you can roll yours now if you want to.
Yep, there you go.
Right. Okay. So to do this in order, like I'd say that you've actually succeeded on what I wanted here. So, as Marlowe is taking his first watch, like the fire is kind of dimly lit. Sort of, it's quite a starry night, so there is actually some natural light out, which makes it a little bit easier to see in the clearing. And as he is watching, he can see movement again. However, because it's darker, it's more difficult for him to tell exactly where it's coming from. But he believes it's somewhere in this direction, but he only hears it for roughly a minute. He goes over to investigate, but nothing seems to be there. But considering that he mentions it to Arthur when he takes his watch.
Okay.
As Arthur takes his watch, he doesn't really notice anything happen in particular. Again, like he can kind of hear like crickets and like owls, but nothing really to kind of like tip him off that there's something wrong. However, when we get to Delmoon's shift, he hears a couple of twigs snapping from around him. But I would say at this point, so I'll actually just go to Delmoon. So you hear like a twig snapping over from this direction. What do you do? Do you go to investigate or do you ignore this?
Can I, I'm assuming since we're all sleeping and whatnot, can I have posted myself in a tree again?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah, I would say that you can.
Zark never got out. He's like just resting his head against a chunk of sleep. Where he was at.
Yeah.
You
So
said I heard some twigs snapping.
I would say with considering where you are, I would probably say that you heard it come from over here. I wasn't sure where you were in relation to
Oh, gotcha.
the map. So you hear something over there now. I don't know which way you're facing, so it depends if you want to follow up on this or not.
I guess if there was a branch allowing it, I would have been overlooking the campfire.
Right. Okay. So what's your response to that?
I'll I'll turn my head and look, see if I can get any better.
Right. Okay.
See if I can get a better view of it.
Okay. So, could you roll another perception just because you're now actually looking at the area? I would say roll with advantage, given that you're looking. You know what area you're looking in, and also you've got a high vantage point.
Whoops! I just rolled 3 times by accident. 13.
13. Okay, even on a 13, I would say, even with it being dark, you can't quite make out the figure properly, but it's got roughly the same build as one of the kobolds that you saw earlier. It's not noticed you. So, what do you do?
Oh, interesting. Can I take a quick glance around the camp to see if anyone else is awake, or if it's just me for now?
Unless anyone specified that they're up, I'm assuming that everyone else is asleep.
Would anything have happened to wake us up?
As I say, at this point, Sebastian heard sounds but didn't really sort of investigate it too closely. He was kind of diligent to pass it on to Arthur, and I'm guessing in turn passed it on to Delamere, which is partially why I gave him advantage. But yeah, I'd say you guys are asleep right now, so you see what appears to be another kobold sort of over here, Delmoon. So what do you do?
Is it approaching us? You say it hasn't noticed me.
It's not noticed you, and at the moment it seems to be walking towards the carriage.
Oh, little bugger. I would like to use Mage Hand to. Let me check the distance. 30 feet. Is each of these squares 5 feet?
To be honest, I didn't actually make this particular map to
Oh,
scale.
right, I forgot I can do that.
Actually, yeah, I would say that this map's roughly to scale.
I forgot I can do that.
So yeah,
I would like
he's
to-
Mage.
Mage Hand to reach over to maybe like a small branch or a twig or something where Zark is. And,
Okay.
Poke him awake with it.
Okay. You can decide whether this rouses you, Zark. It depends if you're a heavy or a light sleeper. I don't really know.
So, no, I want to wake. I'm not looking at it, trying to bat it away.
I will keep doing it harder until he works.
Or false.
Yeah, or falls. That too. Either one. It's good.
You kind of just lean further forward and you eventually fall out the tree.
Yeah, pretty much, yeah. I forget I'm up a tree.
Right, okay, so I'd probably say after prodding him for that long, Zark probably wakes up eventually. Yeah.
So I'll come awake.
If you fell out the
Kind
tree,
of
how
dark falling,
how-
I believe I will wake up this way.
How loud do you say that, Zark? Considering that this guy is right here. Or is kind of in this general area.
However loud I usually speak.
Right. Okay, I would probably say, considering that the guy is stood right here.
can I use Mage Hand again to maybe cover his mouth?
Um,
I don't know if it works that way.
right, okay. In future, I would probably say you need to tell me before.
Yeah.
Yeah, but on this occasion, I will allow you to roll. Just trying to think, maybe, do you think Sleight of Hand would be appropriate here, Doom?
Yeah, I'd say so.
Yeah, roll Sleight of Hand to see if you can cover his mouth in time. Okay, unfortunately, on a 6, I don't think you quite do it in time. Sort of as Zark says, "Zark, awake!" You just say, sort of like that shriek is probably loud enough to wake sort of everyone else up because it's quite startled. It really wasn't expecting any resistance.
And me falling out the tree didn't startle him.
Well, I mean, it's kind of a combination of both, really.
As soon as
Because-
I hear the shriek, I'm up with a hand on my mace, looking around.
Right. Okay.
What was that?
So
I'm
fall
just sort
out
of
the tree.
standing over Zark.
Also stood up and I'm holding my quarterstaff.
You big
to myself.
oaf.
Just like dusting myself off.
Not so good at climbing, are you?
I
Right.
climb good.
Okay, so as you, so Delman, are you kind of looking this way? As I jumps out of the tree. Okay, so I would say, considering that you're stood directly in his line of sight, you see the kobold dash off in this direction.
I'll look up at the big man. Well, go chase it. You're faster than I feel sure.
What's Zoc chasing? Like, scratch head. Looking round.
I'll turn around and go. I'll approach Arthur. I spotted something.
I've not seen it.
Okay, I would say at this point you start to hear the same sound, but there's more of them coming from over here.
Like,
Oh,
for my axe.
seems it was a scout. These things do like to move in packs. I'm sort of like flipping through a notebook at this point. Yes,
It's
yes.
quicker next time.
They're good at ambush tactics, so it would make sense that they would attack us at night. You may want to prepare yourselves.
Zoc squish.
They're not the strongest, but they can be ferocious little blighters.
Okay, so I assume that everyone is kind of walking over towards the general direction of the cart now.
How big are great axes, by the way? I imagine pretty massive.
Right.
Would it be like bigger than
It's like a
Else
power line.
I forgot.
Oh, absolutely. I'm 3'5". I'm not sure a grey axe is bigger than that.
Longsword's bigger than that.
Right, I'm just going to this stuff for Moe.
Zoc secretly realizes this and finds it amusing, smirking to himself.
Right, I'm just going to get these guys into position.
Is Marlowe awake?
Yes, I would say that
Okay.
woke everyone to be
And
to be
Seven?
specific.
Are they
Don't know
staying
what
there?
my
Or moving?
I've just not moved them yet because I'm moving other tokens. I'll just reveal these now. Yeah, as I say, so I am still a little bit slow. Okay, so this is what you see as you move around. 7 kobolds. Nasty little buggers, to be certain, as Demolian quite rightly said. So, yeah, let me just move these guys. So, we're all kind of like stood in this general area. As you go over to the cart, you can see that the contents of the cart have been disturbed. A couple of the kobolds are carrying, or really struggling to carry, some of the boxes off the cart. So, upon seeing you, they sneer, and I would say at this point we roll for initiative.
Just a general perception. Whereabouts are the horses as well, by the way?
Whereabouts are the horses? Okay, I would probably say that the horses are just resting somewhere over here.
Okay.
I can tell you that for free because that's something you know. They're kind of away from the cart. The only one who's kind of stayed somewhat nearby the cart is Nub. As he realizes what's going on, he kind of just runs over here.
Okay.
Just got. They're stealing stuff on the cart! Stop them quickly! He runs towards the horses, so probably not the best idea, but I think they're probably somewhat used to his outbursts. He kind of says it as he's running, so they're a little bit disturbed, but not so much at this point.
As
I
he
shoot
runs
him
past
an
me,
annoyed glance.
You shoot him an annoyed glance. That's warranted completely.
yeah, as he runs past shouting that, I'm like, yes, they are known to steal things from humans.
Okay, and yeah, Sebastian and Marlowe obviously approach. So, okay, we roll initiative now. So, just everyone roll me a d20 plus your initiative modifier.
Oh, I didn't
Already
Pretty
did.
well so far.
What was that, sorry?
I
Oh.
got 4, sorry.
Right, so I didn't see that you rolled. I was on a different screen. Okay, just roll for Marlowe, so that is a 6. I'm just going to make a quick note of this. Oh, because I already have that open. Okay, I'll do it through here then. So that will be... Right, when you're rolling initiative for monsters, let me just check if we've got an initiative. Oh, wait. Ah, yeah, they get +2. Okay. In fact, just okay. Doom, when you do initiative, how do you usually do it for like bigger groups like this?
Normally split them into groups.
So you'd probably do like
the same initiative.
So you do like 2 threes. You know what? I might actually do that just to speed this up a little bit. So I'll take the first 2 rolls. So 5 for group 1, 15 for group 2, and then let's see. Okay, so that's okay, and then sort of. So then. Grey main. And excuse me. Okay, I think Zach moves first. Right, okay, just why I'm thinking. Zach, you can act first.
I would like to run right up to this one and smack him with my great axe.
Okay, roll to hit.
Also move your character.
$20.
Okay, you get a 20. That will definitely hit. And roll damage.
$8.
8 slashing. Okay. So let me just put it into here. Slashing damage. Okay, this fellow is. He is completely dead. So you sort of bound up to this kobold. He kind of goes onto his back cloud instinctively on terror. You bring down the great axe and you just cleave completely across his midsection, downing the guy instantly. The other kobolds look quite visibly frightened by how easily you dispatched one of their number. Do you do anything else before ending your turn?
No, I haven't. I can't do any actions, bonus actions yet. Well, I can, but not what I'm wanting to use at this point. No, in short terms. No.
Okay.
I am.
So the kobolds, seeing this, they're going to just move up in a group of 3, I believe. So this kobold, and this kobold will kind of move around Zark, considering they just
Do
saw.
I get opportunity attacks?
They're moving.
They're all inside your melee range.
They're all inside your melee. They're not moving outside of your melee range. So they're just. Do you just usually roll 1 attack roll for these?
No, do them attack rolls separately.
Attack roll separately. Okay, so I'm just going to roll. It's. I think this will probably just roll automatically. So. Is that rolled? Okay, so guessing a 10 doesn't hit.
Nope.
Okay. Second roll, 21 is going to hit.
Yep.
Okay, so he is going to do 1d4 piercing damage to you. Okay. Just go to here. So that's 5. Let's deduct that. Okay, and then finally the third one is going to attack.
Did I
Okay.
take damage, Bug?
You took 5 damage, yeah.
Alright.
Right, and does 13 hit?
It does not.
13 doesn't hit. Okay, that is going to end group 1's turn, so let me just see who is next on the order. I do believe that was Arthur.
Okay then, I'll take a mace in each hand and I'll swing at the closest one towards me. That'll miss, I
So
imagine.
I would say that these are grouped together, by the way. So you kind of like attacking the group. What did you roll? You rolled a 9.
9.
Let me just check the AC. Yep, that's a miss.
Okay, and then I will attack again with my bonus action. Thanks to 2-weapon fighter. 15.
15 does hit. Roll your damage.
6 damage.
6 damage. Okay, so you kill. So what were you attacking him with? Sorry, mace. Did you say?
Mace, yeah.
Right, mace. Okay, so you initially swing in. The group kind of backsteps in order to avoid your attack. However, you sort of like as you wind up for a second attack, and you just bash one in the side of the head, killing it. You also, as it falls, it kind of like shoves into the other one, which also damages it slightly.
Okay.
Okay.
And with that, I end my turn.
Okay, and with that, it will be Gwen's turn.
I will move up to this group, to the side.
Okay.
Oh wait, that one is gone?
I can mark any of them. You attack the group, so I can just say that it was the one in the middle, if that makes it slightly easier, because he was directly in front of him. Okay, so I'll say that this one here is still alive. This is the one that he fell into, so this one's slightly more damage than the others.
Okay, and I'm going to use my quarterstaff on him.
Okay.
If it says hit DC plus 3, is that the modifier I need?
So it'll be a D20
Right,
plus
yes.
3.
D20 plus 3, yeah, that's what I was asking.
Oh, that's a 3D20 you did there.
Sorry.
Oh,
I was just about to
that's
say.
super hits.
You just obliterate them down to the subatomic level, I think. With that.
No, I don't think I'm doing anything.
So you come up to them, seeing that this one has fallen back a bit. You go to hit with your quarterstaff, but it manages to kind of like catch it with its hand and kind of bat it away. Just before you actually make contact in any meaningful way. Okay, and with that, I would probably say it will be Kobold Group 2's turn. So Kobold Group 2, the one nearest to Arthur is going to make an attack against him.
Go ahead.
Okay, does a 15 hit?
Beats it, beats it.
Beats it? Okay, so then it was going to do 3 damage to you.
Okie dokie.
Okay, let's just mark that off. Right, and then the second kobold, just after deflecting your stuff, is going to try and retaliate with an attack of its own. So, does a 14 hit? Gwen, sorry.
Sorry, yes, it does hit.
It does. Okay, so then it's going to be 1d4 plus 2. Okay, so you take 4 damage. Right. Okay, that concludes Kobold 2's turn, and we're back to the top of the turn. Actually, I don't think I rolled for Marlowe, did I? I think I might have forgotten about him.
Watch him.
Yeah, I think I forgot about. Yeah. I forgot about Marlowe. I'll say that he probably just was running towards the combat, so...
What about the tiny person?
And, can't remember if Delamoon...
I haven't gone yet.
Yeah, I haven't gone yet.
I got a 9 on my initiative.
Yeah, I think I might have gone slightly out of order, but I think I only got that the wrong way around. Okay, you can act now.
Okay. I'm seeing that that Arthur and Gwendolyn are dealing with their group. I'm going to turn my attention to the big man. And I'm going to try and go for the one behind him. I'm going to cast Frostbite.
On which one, sorry? On this...
I can't ping. I was selecting something different. That back one.
Alright.
I'm going to cast Frostbite.
Okay,
It just requires a con save, and if they fail,
right.
take the damage.
Okay, and what's the DC on that?
12.
Okay, he fails.
All right.
5 damage.
That's
Oh,
5 damage, and it has disadvantage on its next weapon attack.
that isn't going to matter as it is dead.
Oh, all right then. Never mind.
Different disadvantage.
Yeah, much disadvantages being had here. Okay, this fellow. Oh, I keep clicking on the wrong button for that, but he is dead. Okay, so I would probably say that Mallow is going to attempt to attack this guy over here. So in that case, he is going to roll. Just have to refer to his character sheet. I think he attacks with a he attacks with a spear. Okay, so he is going to move up to here, and he's going to attempt to swing in with his spear. Okay, 14 hits, and just clear this window. 1d6 plus 1. Right, it hasn't rolled the damage there, but he did 2 to that kobold. So yeah, not very much. He's an experienced boy. He's still learning the ways of the world. Right. Okay. So upon seeing that, Sebastian is going to come up and he's going to attempt to attack the same target once again with a spear. I'll just roll this as Milo because he's got the same modifiers. Okay, 20 hits, and he does 5 damage. So the spear goes. Actually, yeah, that isn't going to be near enough to attack the other one from that range. So he basically just finishes that guy off. So he is very much dead. Okay, and now I do believe we are actually back up to the top of the turn order with Zach.
I think Zark, being taken for quite a lot of damage, is very pissed off at this, and he would like to rage at the one in front of him.
Alright. Okay.
And I will attack it with my great axe.
Okay.
No, I'm the Zark blade.
Okay, roll to hit.
Nine.
9 does not hit. Fortunately, but it does not. So you basically sort of get in a huff puff rage, you go to swing with your great axe, and the kobold deftly ducks underneath it, and it kind of nervously snickers seeing this display. So much heft being thrown sort of behind a strike that went nowhere near its target.
Oh. Yeah, there's not much I can do after that. I'll let my turn.
Okay, and I believe after that it was you, Arthur?
No, it was.
I think it was Kobold Group 1, so that would be these guys. Okay, so considering even though he snickered, he is getting a little bit nervous. So he's seeing his other comrades go down. Most of his group is dead, so he is going to attempt to flee. So let's see how much he gets to move.
Do I get an opportunity attack now?
Well, he isn't going to flee towards you. He was considering it, but he is actually just going to go this way.
Isn't he attempting to leave my...
Oh, actually, no, you're quite right. He is, and I don't think monsters get disengaged that I'm aware of. So, yeah, he is attempting to flee. Quite ill-advised from your range. So, yes, you do get an opportunity attack.
Do I just roll like a regular attack for that?
Yes. Yeah, they're quite cowardly, so I think... Yeah, they're not particularly smart. 15 does hit. And roll your damage.
12.
12. Yeah, he's dead. He's totally
I mean,
dead.
these have got 5 HP, right?
Yes. Yeah, I think You've killed enough of them to say, yeah, they're pretty weenie guys.
I mean, even if I roll a nat 1 on my damage, I'd still kill them.
You probably would.
Fall
But-
down in the strong breeze, kobolds.
Yeah, they're really not. They're not the most resilient guys, unfortunately. Okay, so with that, I do now believe it is Arthur's turn.
Yep. I am going to make a mace attack to the one that's to the north slightly.
To the north, are you talking about this guy here?
That definitely misses.
It does miss, unfortunately. That was a nat 1, wasn't it?
Yes, it was.
Ooh,
Okay. I would say with a nat 1, as you go to swing in, it kind of manages to, for some reason, I don't really know why, he goes to intercept the strike with his teeth and manages to sort of like wrest it from your grip and throw out your hand. It's just kind of fallen a couple of paces behind you.
Little bastard. I swing him with my other one.
With your other mace. Unfortunately, that does not hit either.
Right. I look at him, my eye twitching.
Do you go to pick
And
up your mace? Okay,
No.
nothing else for now. Okay, understandable. Right, and with that, it is Gwen's turn.
Again, trying for the quarterstaff.
Waterstaff, unfortunately, 11 does not hit.
Okay.
Okay, anything else? Any bonus actions?
If you're unsure what your bonus actions
So
are, on the
base-
action tab, there's a bonus action select. Click that and it'll show you what you can do. If you have anything.
Actions in combat to weapon fight. So I can
You've
try
not got two
for
weapons.
X1. Hmm? Oh,
You've
okay.
not got weapons, so
Okay, okay.
unless you have a dagger.
No.
Yeah, that would
I'm
be...
just wondering if I can try to hit again on the backswing. If that's part
No, it has to be a
Th- th-
specific.
That's
That
separate.
that would be more, yeah, sort of a
Full arm master.
fighter
Yeah,
stick,
Doom,
yeah.
Doom knows all about that feat. Try and do it to him a lot.
In that case, I'm actually going to move away a little bit.
Just to warn you, if you move out of a enemy's
Oh,
melee
wait,
range,
yeah,
you
he
do-
gets an attack.
they do get an
yeah.
opportunity
No,
attack on you.
I will just stay where I
I
am.
will tell you this
I'll
for
learn that the
future.
hard way.
I will tell you this for future reference. If you ever want to get out of an enemy's range without provoking opportunity, you can choose to take the disengage action, but that will cost your attack for the turn. But if you do that, you'll be able to leave an enemy's melee range without provoking an opportunity.
I'll just
You're
stay
just
where I am. Unhappy with my misses.
unhappy with your lot. Fair enough. Okay, so with that, I do believe it is Kobold Group 2's turn. I don't think anyone else moved before them. Right. So the Kobold in front of Gwen is going to attempt to make an attack. Okay. Does I don't think a 10 hits, does it?
No.
Okay, 10 does.
Below my armor class.
It is, yeah. Anything below your armor class won't
Yeah,
hit you.
below.
Yeah, we do a roll that meets and beats it. So basically, if an enemy rolls
My
be the
AC is
same.
12.
Yeah, so if he rolled a
And
12
below.
on his attack,
Yeah.
he would be able to hit you, but that works both ways. Okay, and then Arthur, the other kobold, is going to make an attack on you. That is a 9, I assume that does not hit.
Does not hit, no.
Does not hit. You're basically just having a match where you both punch in the air over there.
It wouldn't hit Flint either if that makes you feel better.
Okay. Right, so in that case, I would say that considering that everyone in this group is dead, Marlowe is going to come and assist Gwen, and he's going to swing in with his spear. Right, Marlowe is, oh god, not very
It's
useful.
not going ideally.
He's not useful, but I think this fits. Sebastian is kind of going to come over, seeing Marlowe is struggling, and he's going to attempt to do the same. He does
I mean,
not hit
is he
either. Yeah, actually, you know what? This is a point, Zach. I'm
Um,
rolling, so this is probably going to be. You're probably going to have a really easy campaign based on that. I think I did miss Delamoon, sorry again. I think I'm going a bit out of order with the initiatives.
Ooh.
Yeah, I've got to be honest, I'll get a better system for writing that down.
Pen and paper.
Yeah, I don't have pen and paper to hand, unfortunately.
Pen and paper. What year is it?
Yeah,
We're
what
not
year?
savages.
Yeah, I apologise, Alpha. You can move with Delamoon now.
Alright.
It's the year where we realize how bad technology is.
It's just how bad I am at just basic numbers.
Alright, I'll see this contest going on badly, and I'm just gonna look at this kobold. I don't suppose I can lend a hand, and I'll cast Frostbite at it.
Which kobold are you attacking, sorry?
This one.
That one. Okay. Is it the... It was a saving throw, wasn't it?
Yeah, 12. You have to beat a 12 with a Constitution saving throw.
Yeah, I don't think I... Yeah, he is. I don't think he's got any modifiers to Constitution the kobold. So...
I do a sweet 2 damage.
Actually, yeah, he actually has -1 to thingy, so that is a 2 actually. 2 damage to that kobold. Okay. So...
And the thing will apply because he's not dead, I assume. He has disadvantage on his next weapon attack.
There's
He
disadvantage.
was already damaged.
He was, although he's not quite
Oh,
dead
well.
yet. He's kind of shivering a little bit now seeing this. He looks pretty hurt. But he is still standing somehow. Okay, and with that, we're back up to the top of the turn order with Zach once again.
Before I end my turn, can I just get a little bit closer?
Yeah, of course you can, because you
Move
can
up
move in
behind
addition
Arthur.
to
Yeah,
that.
I'll just move up to just behind Arthur.
Yeah, that's fine.
Would it cost me an action to put my great axe down and pick up a couple of hand axes off my belt?
Doom, you usually run that as an interaction, don't you?
I do, yeah, personally, give it
Yeah.
a readily available weapon.
Yeah, so basically that isn't going to cost you an action or a bonus action.
It
You
just
can...
costs you your interaction.
Yeah, so your interaction is just kind of separate to that. So yeah, go ahead and do that.
So I'd like to run over there, do that, and throw an axe at this one there.
This one there. Okay, roll to hit, please.
That does not hit, I imagine, 11.
It does not.
Right.
So you throw
Um,
your hand axe and you actually strike it into the corpse just in front of it. Kind of.
Because I have 2 weapon fighting, can I use a bonus action to throw another one?
I think
I'm not quite sure how 2 weapon fighting works.
I think.
What type
Um,
is the hand axe?
If it has the light property, I believe. You can,
Simple light thrown.
but
I-
I'm not-
You
I
can-
would probably say so personally.
I ain't the
I'd like-
expert.
I'd like to throw another one at the one in front.
Okay.
Bonus action,
Okay, go ahead and make your roll.
which 12.
Meets and beats it. So yep.
Yep.
Roll damage.
9.
Yeah, he's dead. Okay, so you throw your first hand axe, misses, goes into the body of the kobold in front of him. He kind of like turns back to snicker. As he does so, however, and turns around, he sees that the hand axe is approaching him, and it hits him straight between the eyes. And yeah, he just goes down in a heap.
Yeah, I'll end my turn after that.
Okay, kobold group 1 is dead, so it's Arthur's turn.
Sorry, just general notes. Apparently, you don't add your modifier to damage rolls for the second for the offhanded attack. Just for future reference.
He would still be dead by that, I believe.
Yeah, generally early now.
Yeah, that is a good thing to establish early on,
So-
but yeah, in this case, he would just be dead
Yep.
outright. Okay,
Seeing the one that took my weapon off me has gone down,
just mark him as dead.
I'll turn to the other one that I know is already mostly hurt, and just feeling quite angry that I didn't get to finish off the other one.
He just looks really groggily scared of you as you approach him.
I'll just reach over and put my free hand onto its shoulder. And
It looks up at you as you do so.
cast Shocking Grasp.
Oh, right. Okay, so you put yeah, he said. So you put his hand on his shoulder. He looks up, absolutely terrified of you, and as you sort of start to cast a spell, it shrieks and wails, and you can see smoke coming off it really briefly, and it then just falls onto its knees and then onto its front, dead. Okay, and with that, the kobolds are dispensed with.
I'll immediately retrieve my mace.
Yeah, I'll retrieve my hand axes
as
and
well.
get axe.
I'm gonna wordlessly have a look behind where they came from to see if there is any. Perhaps there was one we didn't see that got away, or maybe if there's more coming.
Right. Okay, so you just basically investigate in the area?
Yeah.
Right, could you make an investigation roll for me?
I
17.
can.
Right. Okay, so you can see that there are no more kobolds around, and considering how high you rolled, I will also say that when you are looking around the crates, you do notice that although the kobolds were carrying some, there are a few that are missing.
Do not revel in your victory quite yet. We seem to be missing some supplies. Seems there were more of them. Most likely gone back to their lair. It would usually be close. A cave of some sort.
I'll turn around and look over to the hatful owner who's over with the horses.
So
And walk over to...
are you talking to Nobsai?
yes.
Okay, so as you walk over, Nub is just quivering in his little boots, and he just says, "Are they gone? You've dealt with them all, haven't you?"
There might be more somewhere nearby.
Well, I saw them over at the cart. Are the supplies okay?
Some are missing.
What? How dare you let my supplies get away? What do I pay you for?
To save your life.
I want you to roll intimidation, actually, on that.
I'm still pissed off from being injured.
You know what? I'm going to say even on an 11, he backs down. It really doesn't say that much to quell him. So he lowers his voice a little bit. The horses are getting a bit riled up by this, just to mention, because he is stood relatively near them.
Can I come over and...
I will walk over to the horses.
How big is this guy, by the way?
Nub, he is he's a rather diminutive gnome, yeah. He doesn't really look it from that picture, but yeah, he's a gnome.
I'm not the
Again,
token gnome,
shooting him a
apparently.
dirty look and just tending to the horses.
Yeah, Nub has seen plenty of those, so he doesn't even acknowledge it. Turning back to Arthur, he says, "Right, okay, yes, of course, but you need
Keep
to...
at least one of the guards with you, and we're going to go out and have a look for them. And
Fine."
Don't talk to me like that again.
He looks rather nervous at you. He doesn't say anything further. He just shouts over to Sebastian. "Sebastian! These lots are going to look to see who stole our supplies. You're to keep me company in the meantime." With that, Sebastian goes, "Okay, Nub, whatever you say." And he turns to Mallow. "You're doing a bit better in combat, boy, but just try to have more confidence in yourself. I know you're capable, but you've got to try not freeze up as much." And Marlowe will reply, "Yes, of course, Mr. Crenshaw. I won't do it again." Sebastian just replies to him, "I've told you before, Marlowe, call me Sebastian." Puts a hand on his shoulder. "You just need to believe in yourself a bit more. Listen, go with the others. You might learn something. And who knows, you might be able to lend a helping hand to them." With that, Sebastian goes to join Nub, and Marlowe just walks over to the rest of the group. Okay, so what would you guys like to do now?
Well, I'll
Turn
start
to
by...
Sebastian and say, try to have him not scare the horses away. I would prefer not to pull the cart by hand.
Sebastian looks over to Gwen and kind of like he's had this complaint before, so he just goes, "Yes, I know. He really does need to control his temper. Not to worry. I'll keep an eye on him and the horses whilst you're away. He gets a bit excited sometimes. Just do your best to recover the supplies. If you can't get them back, I'll take the blame for it. I should have seen them on my watch, so this is on me."
How bad does Zark look?
How bad does that look? Let me just double check.
5 HP.
Yeah, what would you say? Out of
Same for you.
14, what would you say?
I mean, I'm not going to give you... Well, to be fair, if you really want to cheat on the HP totals, you can look at the stream, because they are there. But I am going to just say, for the sake of being in character, he looks roughed up a little bit, but nothing that he couldn't walk off. Is anyone else asking about their
Given
conditions?
he's, melee focus, I'm going to walk over and put my hand on him and cast Cure Wounds.
Okay, and just roll that spell for me. Okay, so you walk over to Zark. A yellow energy emanates from your hand. It envelops his body for just a moment, and the curative properties of your magic knits sort of like the minor scrapes and cuts Zark got from his battle.
What do you do to Zark? It's like not really seen this kind of magic before. Zark feel good. Like shoulders.
To help you.
Like trying to think of the words to say thank you, but he doesn't really know those words.
I just pat his shoulder.
Zark,
I put my maces on my hips, and I'm going to draw my crossbow and load it. Time to go hunting.
Having seen Arthur get hit, I actually am going to cast Healing Words. It's 60 feet range. I should be within
Okay.
range.
So what is the roll for that?
1d4 plus
1d4.
It's a
Okay, roll that up. So is that the... Okay, so that will 6 health back to Arthur. Okay.
you can use that as a bonus action, right?
Healing
Yes.
word. Yeah, but you can just use it to cure. Okay, so
It is a spell, so
That is the
I
question.
should be able to use it outside as
yep,
battle as well.
yeah,
right?
absolutely.
Yeah.
So it still marks off a spell slot, but you're probably aware of that already. Okay, so the same thing happens as Gwen speaks. Arthur feels vitalized, his wounds knit shut, and you feel like you just got out of bed.
I'll look over to Gwen. Thanks. Much appreciated.
I just not.
While this is going on,
Bug.
Oh, I'm sorry, what is it? So,
Um,
sorry, go on.
you've changed the image on your stream, but not on Roll20.
on what do you mean not on Roll20?
Because it looks like you were moving us into a battle surrounded by crates on your stream, but in Roll20, I'm still with the caravan.
Oh yeah, that's weird.
Whoops, that is because you're seeing my live picture. Ignore that. Ignore that.
Just thought I'd let you know.
Yeah, thank you, thank you. I mean, to be fair, that's nothing that you're not going to be seeing in a minute anyway. But yeah. Yeah, actually, that is something I probably need to do for this stream. I probably do need to hide things because I'm the DM. Just because I was going to set up something in that next scene. But I'll just do it when we get there.
Can I look over the kobolds' bodies, see if they're carrying anything that would tell me where their lair is?
Well, see,
Any symbols they're carrying, like if they're of a certain tribe?
So
or
you're
anything like that?
investigating the kobold specifically.
Mhm.
Okay, well, investigation.
22.
22. Okay. With a 22, I would say that you don't really find any loot on the kobold's body, nor do you really find a marker. However, you do see one of them sort of like with a very thin fabric for a belt, and they do have a scroll of paper on it.
I will take that and read it.
Okay, so I will say that when you open this, it appears to be in a different language than you're used to.
What language is it?
I think you might know this. I'll just say, out of character, it's Draconic. Does
I
anyone
speak Draconic.
speak and read? Okay, very good.
Yep.
Right, so the letter doesn't have anything at the bottom to say who sent it, but it seems to be instructions to raid nearby settlements. And it also mentions towards the bottom that there'll be an attack scheduled to happen tomorrow evening on the town of Greenest.
While he's reading that, could I look for tracks or something?
Yep, so do you think this would be investigation or survival doom for tracks?
Probably survival. Let me just double check.
Is that
I'd like to assist that.
Animal
Yep.
handling?
Yeah, it'd be survival.
I mean, I'll allow you to help. So you roll that with advantage, Zach.
Uh, 19.
Oh, that came up with 0 on my end. Whoops.
Yeah.
It shows at 0, yeah.
Yeah.
Mm,
Okay, so
It's
I'll
probably
believe.
because I used the advantage feature on roll 20.
Okay. What was your second roll? Because you rolled that with advantage, you get 2 rolls.
19 I got.
But were both
Highest.
rolls 19? Oh, okay, 19 was the highest.
Yeah,
Okay. I would say on a 19, it doesn't take you very long to see that there are tracks, rather large tracks, on the ground.
Shouted excitedly, Zoxy tracks, like pointing.
You can see also tracks that are roughly the size of kobolds. Not too many. There seems to be 2 sets of rather large tracks in the ground. Quite conspicuous. They weren't doing this. Like they
I
were kind
turn
of.
to the
sorry.
group and say, not all of these tracks are kobold.
It's
I'm
just
assuming
peachy.
soon.
Okay, so up to you what you guys want to do now, whether you want to go and follow the tracks immediately, or whether you want to take a few moments first.
I'm gonna head back over to Nob and Sebastian.
Okay, what would you like to say?
How far are we from the town?
Sort of like Nub goes to speak, Sebastian, just kind of seeing that he's already annoyed the horses already, just steps in front and says, well, I would probably say that we're about another day from Greenest, but we should be able to get there in plenty of time. I mean, it would be nice if we could recover the supplies, but we don't always get everything that we want.
Yes. I fear there may be more pressing news.
Oh, what makes you say that?
I'll show them the scroll, not even considering whether they can read Draconic or not.
They both look just kind of rather confused at the paper.
You do not
sorry,
speak the language, the tongue of dragon. My apologies.
No.
It seems the kobolds were not acting of their own accord. They are being set upon camps such of ourselves, and it seems there may be another such attack on the town of Greenest tomorrow night.
Okay, as you say this, Sebastian's expression darkens and goes, Are you sure? This far south?
My comprehension of the tongue is quite high, yes, I'm sure.
So, can Zark hear this conversation?
You may be a bit too far away.
So if he can, upon hearing the word tongue, he's like trying to look at his tongue. Like pulling it out. Okay.
So I suggest when we return, you must be ready to move out. Night, the fall or no.
Right. Okay. So, Nub's going to say, Did they say what the nature of the attack was going to be? I mean, I've got to get these supplies to Governor Nighthill.
Well, I don't think there's such thing as a positive attack. They could be looking to raid for supplies, maybe kill the inhabitants. Either way, if we do not get there first, your supplies are useless.
Yes, of course. We must make haste to Greenest, but I need my supplies first.
Then we shall retrieve them. Be ready to head out when we return.
Right.
And I'll walk off. to
Nub just goes to sit on one of the nearby stools, head in hand. Sebastian just sits on the stool next to him, takes out a water skin, starts drinking, and he just gently strokes the horses to calm them down a bit.
As this has been going on, I've been following the tracks a little bit.
Okay, so you've not gone terribly far yet. So, are you going to follow Arthur, guys, or are you staying back for a couple of seconds?
Following him.
Right, okay, I'll change it.
As I'm walking off, I'll sort of catch myself and turn back around. Are there any caves nearby? If you're to find kobolds, that's the most likely place.
I have to admit, lad, I don't... Sebastian speaking, sorry, by the way. I don't know, lad. We don't really tend to stop in the exact same place more than twice, but... I don't know. I mean, there's probably the odd cave off the beaten path. I mean, I suppose following the tracks would be our best bet for the time being, but do be careful. Kobolds aren't particularly threatening, but they can be quite resourceful.
As can I. And I'll just walk off with that.
Okay, so you guys moving to follow the tracks?